So ever since NBA 2K17 finally dropped, throughout the year a lot of people have been asking me, Carlos, what's the best card to buy? What are some cheap and easy cards to actually get on my team? Today I'm going to show you guys how to build one of the best teams that you can build in NBA 2K17 today for under 100 KMT. And if you guys have any other cards that go for a similar price and are better than the cards that I show you in this video, feel free to comment down below. Now 100 KMT is still, quite a bit of MT, but with the way that 2K has been doing challenges and pretty much rewarding us for actually playing the game this year, 100k shouldn't be that hard to get. If you've been doing all the moment challenges, you should have at least like a minimum 50 KMT to your name right now. We're gonna start off with the point guard position, and that of course is Steph Curry, the Ruby edition. Let me see if I can find the cheapest one right now. It's like 18 to 20k right now. There's one right now for 18.5 KMT. Try to find one with badges, that way you don't have to like spend any MT to actually badge out the player. But you should be able to get this card for less than 20k. There's a lot of them for 18, even 19k. And next up we have his partner in crime, Klay Thompson Emerald. This card in my opinion is one of the best cards right now in the game, especially when it comes to a guard that can just catch the ball and shoot it right away. And this card's only going for about like under 3 KMT. I think the cheapest one right now in the market is about like 2.5. So if you want to save even more MT, feel free to bid on these players. You don't have to buy the ones that are up right now. You can just wait for a bid and end up saving even more MT, so don't forget about that. And before you guys say anything, I know Klay Thompson has a dynamic duo with Sapphire Steph Curry, but I checked the stats and Klay Thompson doesn't really get that much better. You're better off just buying the Ruby Curry and also the Emerald Klay Thompson. And next up, we got the Greek Freak Sapphire Edition. Now, this card is super cheesy. This guy is what? Let me check his height again. 6'11" at the small forward position. And the best thing about this card is that he's going for under 10 KMT. I think the cheapest one right now is like, what? 8.5. You can probably find some for even cheaper. And he has decent stats, man. 70 open shot 3, decent free throw, passing accuracy is amazing. You can even run this guy at point guard position. Driving dunk is an 85, 90 speed, and 89 speed with the ball. And the fact that you can get him under 10 KMT is definitely worth it. And at the 4, probably one of my favorite cards in the game right now, Kevin Durant Sapphire. And again, this card is also going for under 10 KMT right now, dude. I think the cheapest one right now is 9 KMT. I might end up having to get myself another Kevin Durant just in case his price goes up a little bit. And again, feel free to bid on cards, man. If you want to bid on cards, you can go ahead and just bid, like 1700, and who knows, you might end up getting it. I mean, you can even bid 7.6 and you might end up walking away with this Kevin Durant. Even if you're watching this video and you already have a God Squad and you don't have Kevin Durant, go ahead and get Kevin Durant. And at the center position, we got the Marcus Cousins, the Sapphire Edition. You can get this card for under 5,000 MT. And one of the best things about this card is that not only does he have a mid-range, but he also has a 3-pointer. And again, when you can buy a card this good for under like 6 KMT, you definitely gotta cop it. Now that was the starting lineup, and that starting lineup you can buy for under 50 KMT right on the auction house. And now the point guard off the bench. I always like having a point guard that is just pure offense, and that of course is Curry with this lineup. And now you need someone that can play defense but can also drive and score, and that of course is Ruby John Wall. This card might not have any arms in the picture, but he can still play great defense. He can drive to the basket, and you can even shoot the 3-ball with John Wall. He doesn't miss. His release is nice and easy. This card is going for under 20 KMT. Let's see if we can find the cheapest one right now. It's looking to be about 17k, 16k right now. No badges, but 16 KMT. I highly recommend this card if you need someone that can play defense at the point guard position. And trust me, you need a defensive point guard with all the cheesy point guards out there in the game right now. Can't go wrong with the card that can pretty much do everything on the floor for only 16 KMT. And off the bench, we got J.R. Smith, the Emerald Edition. Now this card can play defense. He has a great mid-range, and you can also shoot the 3-ball with him. And this card is going for about, what, 6k? The cheapest one right now, yeah, 59.50. And again, you can bid on it, man. 33.50. You might end up walking away with the J.R. Smith for under 5 KMT. And he's got a great mid-range, a great 3-pointer. He doesn't have the best free throw, but you can still knock them down. And he's even got a 94 driving dunk with an 86 speed, 80 speed with the ball. A really good shooting guard for under 6 KMT. Next up, the small forward off the bench is going to be Sapphire Carmelo Anthony. And this card is going for about like, what, 6, 7k. This card just ended up dropping so much in price, 6.2k. And I don't even have to tell you what he does, man. He's a great 3-pointer. He can rebound, and he has decent defense. A really good small forward off the bench. And next up, we have a card that I recently fell in love with. This Kevin Love can pretty much do it all. In MT battles, Kevin Love went up against Diamond Shaq and Diamond Patrick Ewing, and he was still able to play defense, and he was able to score right away. This guy has a deadly mid-range, a deadly 3-pointer, great rebounding, probably one of the best rebounding cards I've ever played with. And this card is going for like, what, 8k, 7k? Let's see if we can find a cheaper one. He's looking to be like 7, 8k. Really good card, man. I highly recommend this Kevin Love. and he's got an A rating in 3-point scoring, so definitely a must cop on your team. You can even run him at center. Again, I went up against Diamonds, and he was able to play defense and out-rebound them as well. And the final player on this lineup is going to be Sapphire Whiteside. I've actually played against this card, and this guy has been able to keep up with Diamond Shaq. He's a great rebounder, great defender. He might not be able to shoot like the other centers out there, but he's still a great defender. 5.5 KMT right now for this Whiteside. And that's pretty much going to be your lineup, your 10 players. I like playing with 10 players. I know some of you guys like getting 13 players, but I personally just like running with 10 players. That's it, no more than 10. And these cards are actually just the ones that you can buy. This isn't even considering the players that you get from Domination, from Blacktop, from My Team Online. So if you guys got like an Amethyst Steve Francis or a Diamond Ben Wallace, just cards that you get from playing the game, feel free to put those in and then save yourself some MT. So go ahead right now, go into the auction house, buy these players for super cheap. But hopefully that video helped you out. If it did, make sure to smash that like button for me. If you guys want any future tips, feel free to subscribe to the channel. You can comment down below in the comments. Let me know what other tutorials you want me to do on 2K17. But again, guys, hopefully this helped you out. If it did, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to join Squad XC. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.